Two. We here, Keep It Rap, episode 8. Uh, season 2, we're highlighting the new Midwest movement, and one of the great battlers slash artists slash good friend of mine is spearheading that movement. My brother J2. J2, you here?
Yes, sir. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
Man, it's good to have you here with us, man. I'm gonna ask you these questions. We're gonna start it off. How did you get your name J2?
So y'all know I started in Atlanta, and the league I was on in Atlanta was kind of at odds with Bullpen. As if you don't know, my real name, John John.
That's
So when I
crazy.
got to right. So when I got ready to start battling, and they was like, what name we gonna put up underneath the YouTube? I'm like, shit, bitch, my name John John. Fuck you mean, huh? You gonna call me what the fuck my name is? And they was like, nah, bitch, you can't be called John John. So I was like, okay. So then we came up with J2.
Okay, who was your biggest influence coming up with your style?
Hitman, like initially coming into battle rap, Hitman was, you know what I'm saying, he was the first male battle rapper I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know, you know what I mean? I just seen this person captivating a crowd and making this crowd go insane and yell and like how he's talking. And I'm like, some of this shit ain't even double entendres. It's just he's just saying stuff with such aggression and conviction. You know what I mean? I'm like, I could do that. You know what I mean? So that's where I started off, and then everything else just kind of spawned out off of that.
Do you remember when you got the call to battle Yoshi G?
Hell yeah, I was mad as well, no, okay, so I was leaving this event in Tampa, got done battling Young Ra, and then we was in the car on the way back to the Airbnb. And then when we got before we even get there, Lawrence calls and he's like, you know what I'm saying, I want to book you versus Yoshi. Him not even knowing, me and Yoshi don't even get along at the time. Like we started on the same league. Me and Yoshi was like on the same league years and years back in like 2018. Like we both started at like around the same time. I think she was like maybe 6 months before me. And but we didn't get along because she was doing a bunch of bullshit online. So when he called me with the battle, I'm like, hell yeah, I like battling motherfuckers I don't like.
After that battle, you ended up battling Danny Myers Part 1. Do you remember getting the call for that, and what was that whole experience like?
I mean, that experience just kind of let me know, you know what I'm saying, that I was better than all the other bitches I had started with because I was getting paid a good bag to go out of town. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of let me know, where I was in battle rap. I was excited. Yeah, it was, that was an experience, you know what I'm saying? Because when you get that call for dinner, you finna die. So at least you get a bag to do it. You know what I'm saying? Right.
Yeah. So you out in Flint, Michigan with the gangsters. What was that experience like?
Bro, so I'm in the venue, right? I walk in the venue and the league owner walk up to me. And Marv One, you gonna know what I'm saying. Bro, the nigga walk up to me, he say, look, it's a bunch of gangsters in here that did not want me to book you. They didn't want no gay nigga coming to Flint. Just don't feel no type of way if they don't, you know what I'm saying, if they don't react to nothing. I'm like, cool, bet. Shit, I ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get killed out here in Flint. So nigga, I start rapping. Nigga, them same gangsters is on their feet right there in the middle of the battle, screaming and yelling. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Flint. I had a good time out there, man. Turned that room
I
upside
think
down.
that's a reflection of you for real, because every time I've seen you battle anywhere, and you battle OT a lot, every time I see you go to somebody else's house, you earn that respect and you be fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
you kind of
how
got
did
to
you
though.
even develop that thick skin and the ability to say, fuck it, I'm going everywhere and I'm gonna talk my shit regardless of where and who's there?
Cause I mean,
How'd you develop that?
I done been in those situations a bunch of times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where like I'm the only gay nigga in this in a in an atmosphere, in a setting. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I done been to prison. You know what I mean? Like when you go to prison, they ask you if you want to. Like they know you outly gay because you can tell them on your. You know what I'm saying? When you going through intake, they ask you if you want to go to the gay side. You want to go to the gay dorm? Nah, I'm straight. I just want to go. I just want to be. You know what I'm saying? I rather just relax. You know what I'm saying? I just never been the type to have to conform. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I'm gonna be. What you gonna do? Beat me up?
Talk that shit, J2. I respect that severely. Um, Now I want to fast forward. Do you remember the Crucible and the whole experience that came with the Crucible? What was it like when you got the call to be in the Crucible?
It was crazy because I had never battled on Prism before, and so I battled on Prism. And when Sarah dropped the battle, my scout Floss seen the battle from Prism, and he had never even seen me before that. I had already did the Yoshi G battle. Me and Danny had battled, you know what I'm saying, before that. But he seen the battle on Prism, and shit, like I got the call for that, and I was like, it's lit because they had told me before that I was never gonna go on URL. They had told me like I had a conversation with Norbs and shit. He was like he had talked to the higher ups, and so I better just settle for not settle, but you know what I'm saying. Well, that's what they said. You know what I mean? Settle for RBE or something like that because making it to URL wasn't gonna happen. But so when I got the call, I knew then like either one, I changed their minds, or two, somebody was lying. Either way, I was finna go be on Smack.
Man, can nobody have predicted how incredible you'd be. Um, I remember watching this one specific battle that I think is one of the best battles of that season. You versus Anderson Burrus. Do you remember that battle? That's
Mm-hmm.
the battle that made me a J2 fan. What was that experience like for you?
It was because battling Anderson Burrus is like other people feel like battling me. You don't really know what to do. You don't know what angle to take. You know what I'm saying? I did have the angle in the second round. You know what I'm saying? When I had seen his music video, so I knew I could do that. But you still got 3 rounds. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
You
right.
still got 3 rounds. So I'm like, okay, I can talk about him cutting himself and shit. But what else I'm gonna talk about? You know what I'm saying? But it was a dope ass battle though. I fuck with Anderson Burrus. That's my guy.
Big salute, big salute. Next time I seen you was you versus Tru Foe and UM4. I just interviewed Tru Foe. He
Ooh,
refuses
I
to
was
give
waiting
you a
on this part. I was
rematch.
waiting on this.
You was in the building
Uh,
when he was taught. So you tell me from your perspective how that whole experience went for
uh,
you when
well,
you got the call for UM4 and the battle with Tru Foe.
So I got the call for UM4 because the Crucible just ended out of fucking nowhere. We didn't know what the fuck happened. Just all of a sudden out of nowhere, Kid Slade had the fucking money. So then they called us for the tournament, right? So when they called me for the tournament, we go up there and I got Tru Foe. And I know that Tru Foe is extremely scared to battle me. I know that he looks at me like, this big, tough, strong, masculine demon of a battle rapper. And he didn't want to stand in front of that because he's so small in stature that standing in front of somebody like me could be, it could be intimidating. So I took the battle, you know what I'm saying? And I won the battle. I know that everybody thinks that I lost the battle. You see him go on the battle again, and I did. I came back and battled Black Rolex, but I won the battle
I feel
because
like you got that second. They gave him the second, but I feel like you got
I
that second.
won the second. And to be honest with you, the first all he had was the leg up back of your torso.
That he got the first. That was the one. But
That
I
was the
feel like you got the second and third.
Frank. Whose interview is this?
My fault. My fault. Go ahead,
So
gangster.
again, I won the battle between me and the gentleman, the gangbanger. I won the battle, the thug. And he doesn't want to rematch because he knows that I will fuck him up even more this time. And so it'll be two W's instead of one. And that's okay. That's okay. Tru Foe doesn't have to take their rematch, but fuck Tru Foe. Just
is
love
there
his leg up back in his torso. You know what I'm saying?
is there anybody that you feel the same way? You're not gonna give him a rematch?
Probably like Makk Myron.
I was just gonna say, there's no point in giving Mac another opportunity.
Nah, I ain't give him no chance to beat my ass. He had already beat me once though. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right,
nah,
right.
we
We'll
not
get
doing
to that. We'll get to that.
that.
All right. So then after that, you battled Young Grizz on Initiation 2. I
Beat
want to
his
talk
ass.
about, yes, you did. And salute to Young Grizz, but you definitely did your thing. I want to talk about you teaming up with Bonnie. I got a lot of love for Bonnie outside of battle rap. You and Bonnie battled Makk Myron and Clean Paper on Home 4. Do you remember that experience? And why did you choose Bonnie as your 2-on-2 partner?
Cause they called me with Yoshi. They was trying to set me up for the okey doke, man. They called me with
What?
Yoshi. Like, yo, I want you and Yoshi to go battle Mac and Clean. I'm like, Yoshi? No disrespect, but that first of all, we don't even get along, you know what I'm saying, that well to be doing no fucking 202. Secondly, I'm not finna get up there and let them call me us whores and faggots for 10 minutes. That's just I'm already finna be a bunch of faggots. And Bonnie's probably gonna be a couple whores, but you ain't finna be like she's a real whore. You know what I'm saying? So I can't you know what I'm saying? Like she don't mind saying it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, but I do it with Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? This is my sis. I get money with Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? We been rocking for a minute. You know what I mean? We had already been talking about doing a 2-on-2. So shit, I said, Bonnie, let's go. You know what I mean? Let's go get busy.
Okay, I really appreciated the chemistry between y'all. Um, and it was definitely interesting to see the way y'all styles work together because you're a heavy puncher and she kind of has those setups that lead to haymaker. And I think y'all complemented each other really well. Who else could we see you team up with in the future, or do you want to do another 2-on-2 with Bonnie?
I wouldn't mind doing another 2-on-2 with Bonnie, or Eon. You know what I'm saying? I had a great one with Eon. Me and Eon had an amazing, you know what I'm saying? We did
We're
one.
gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, but I do want to. Me and Bonnie, I do want to team up with Bonnie again. I feel like we had a lot of chemistry. I like writing with Bonnie. You know, it's so funny how a lot of people thought they say that Bonnie don't write. Like Bonnie set up in my crib. Like she came to the crib like a week before the battle. We wrote that Brown a week before the battle. She
That's
just came to the
crazy.
crib. She flew down. You know what I'm saying, to Atlanta. We sat in the crib, wrote the round together. You know what I'm saying. She definitely put her pen as 50-50. You know what I'm saying. And she's an amazing writer. Her brain goes so many different places.
That's so fire. Salute to Bonnie. All right. So after that, I want to talk about you and Danny Myers part two on Outside. How did it feel getting the call for the rematch?
Bonnie. Cause what are we battling for again? Like, why are we doing this rematch? We don't even argue online. We're good. We're friends. Like, what are we battling for again, bro? I was really kind of irritated. I just knew I needed another URL play. Y'all know how the fuck it is. They call you, you're gonna say yes. Y'all be acting like y'all gonna say no. You're not saying no. When they call, you're saying yeah. You're gonna battle. You're gonna argue about the money a little bit, but you're gonna fucking battle. So let's just, I ain't gonna fake with you. You know what I'm saying? They call, yes, yes, I'm gonna battle. Just send me some money, I'll be there.
As a J2 fan, I felt like Danny got the first time y'all battled, but I felt like you won very clear the second time y'all battled. On that URL stage, I feel like you got that one. What were your thoughts on that battle overall?
I was kind of irritated. That was one of the battles that I had to learn how to just rap through people purposely not reacting.
There was no reaction in that building. Your
None,
material was
none.
crazy. I
Yeah,
didn't
but
understand it.
to be fair, Swervo had snatched a lot of the energy out of that room when he battled Cortez. Like he had snatched, like he had such an electrifying performance that night. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to, you know what I mean, like come after that. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Now to
But
follow that up would be crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I understand. But still, nonetheless, your material was incredible. I think you won that pretty clear. And a clear win over Bar God. A lot of your clear wins get swept under the rug in this culture. And, as fans of yours, we don't appreciate that because I think that's a win you should definitely celebrate.
Yeah, I think the part of it is like a lot of like people say after I get done battling, because I hear this all the time when I get off stage. Well, I ain't want to be the first person to react to a gay nigga. It's probably the same, you know what I'm saying, feeling that they have like when you're online. Like I ain't finna be the first one to post that J2 really won. A lot of people do now. Like we're getting past that, but that was like still like last year. I was still kind of dealing with that little bit, that stigma a little bit. I think right now we kind of like surpassed all that though.
Not only did you surpass it, but I really feel like your region embraced you as the front runner of the region. You know what I'm saying? Did you feel that, or is that just my own perception?
Definitely from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Like when I started battling back home in Indiana, I think it's pretty much known now, you know what I mean, that I am you know what I'm saying, like the best out of my state. You know what I mean? And being recognized like that and coming home and getting the love from the state, it was an amazing experience. I went through a lot in Atlanta battle rap. Battle rap in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of snake shit, a lot of weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to go home and get embraced and get the love that I'm supposed to be getting, it was, you know what I'm saying, it was a blessing. It made me actually keep going. Like it last year made me want to go full throttle this year. You know what I'm saying? This year I planned on like, slacking a little bit, but getting that push from the city, I'm like, nah, fuck that. We back at it.
I fuck with that. And real champions, they face adversity and they rise to the occasion and handle business. And you've done that over and over and over again on multiple platforms. Most importantly, bags and bodies. I personally feel like the greatest display of your talent is on a lot of those battles on bags and bodies. Of course, the KD battle, you had a lot of great battles there, but I want to start with you versus Makk Myron. You get the call to battle one of the best punchers in battle rap. What did that feel like?
Man, look, so if you haven't seen the episode, bro, we're sitting there and Hitman pulls the name out the hat. He like Makk Myron. And we're like, okay, it's Mac. And we wonder who he gonna battle. He pulls my name, it's J2. Bro, I'm low key like shook a little because this is the nigga everybody got paid to win. Everybody has Makk Myron winning the whole shit. And
Facts.
so you know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, okay, shit, all I gotta do is go up here and do good. I'll lose. But at least I have fun. I can, you know what I'm saying, like, participate in some challenges. Ain't no more pressure of trying to win. Like I had already set it up in my head. But sometimes that kind of mindset will push you in a different direction because now you're like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go lose my motherfucking mind. Whatever happens, happens. Not realizing that you losing your mind is you pushing your skill level to another level, and now you are able to beat the person in front of you that you probably beforehand couldn't have, but you open something else up when you kind of felt. And once you ever seen a nigga just reckless, sometimes you tap into something when you get a little reckless, and I think that's where you know what I'm saying.
100%.
That's what happened.
Brother, I think you won that battle. Dare I say 3-0 very clear. And
Yeah,
that is an incredible feat for any battle rapper to say they've done, bro.
that's a
And
fact.
it's from start to finish. I've watched that battle probably at least 4 times now. Like from start to finish, every single bar in that battle is just you killing it.
Yeah,
So
bro, you got a bomb on like when you get that type of opportunity, and you don't want to look bad, so you just kind of like jump in and go crazy and just what I'm saying, hope for the best. And then once you realize you got an advantage, what I'm saying, like after the first round, I'm like, oh shit, I done won the first round. Shit, I might be able to win this motherfucking second and win the battle. You know what
okay,
I'm
so you
saying?
could feel yourself winning every round. Like you was like, okay, I already got
Oh,
that one. I
bro,
got that one.
halfway through the second, bro, I stumbled through the third because I was so shook. I had already beat him because I already knew I had won.
Yep, the first two was clear.
The first two was clear. You know what I'm saying? So I was so shook I had already beat him. I couldn't even really focus on the third because I'm like, I just beat Makk Myron. Like, this bitch gonna do views. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy.
100%, 100%. All right, so switching gears here, you and Eon team up for a 2-on-2. That is one of the best 2-on-2s I've ever seen versus Hope Trilly and KD. Now going into the battle, I'm not gonna front. I had KD and Hope, but once the battle happened, it was very clearly you and Eon. You and Eon's chemistry is impeccable. What was that experience like?
It was kind of divine, bro. Like, the two gay motherfuckers in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like they team up. Now they're 2-on-2. We done called ourselves the alphabets. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like the battle was just bound to happen. But you also dealing with two real gutter motherfuckers too, like two motherfuckers from the projects. Two motherfuckers from that. You know what I'm saying? She from Shy, I'm from that. Like you dealing with two of those and two really nice talents. You know what I'm saying? So you put that together and I already been fucking with Eon. Like that's my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Eon real heavy. So when we got, and she already had said, I want to team up with J2. If we do a 2-on-2, I want to team up with J2. So when we got together and we started writing, it was so crazy because it wasn't really performance heavy before that battle. But when we was writing, she was writing all the performance bars. So
That's
she was
fire.
like, yeah, she kind of like tapped into something different. So when it got time for, what I'm saying, we writing and shit, like the shit's coming out so amazing. I'm like, I think we got a 30 on our hands. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we got in there and everything fell like it was supposed to fall. And shit, big 30 piece.
Salute to you, J2. Um, one more battle I want to discuss from that experience. You versus Cali Smoov. Talk to me about everything you felt going into the battle itself, and the result of the battle.
If I'm being 100% honest, going into it,
Please.
I thought this was gonna be like a walkthrough. I thought that we already knew that. I thought I thought I just thought it was gonna be a walkthrough. I ain't gonna say it for
Speak
nothing.
your mind, J2. Say whatever you feel. You never been one to hold back. Go ahead.
Okay, so to be honest with you, we keeping it a stat. And it's all on film, but I thought we already knew that he was recycling bars. So I felt like this shouldn't even be no long drawn out thing. We're gonna go in here, we're gonna rap, and y'all gonna pick the person that has original bars that he wrote just for this battle. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't to say I was coming in lackluster. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had an amazing first round. I felt like my second was amazing. My third might have been short, but I feel like I had already beat him by the second anyway. I feel like the second round, I was a bunch of bars about how he's blacker than me and in the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. If I'm being 100% honest, the material just didn't hit for me. I felt like, what I'm saying, I won the battle clear. Shout out to the judges and shit, but I just felt like, what I mean, I didn't think he could beat me. But the thing about Cali Smoov is though, Cali Smoov can rap for a very long time and keep up the pace and keep up the momentum and you know what I'm saying? So he can make a battle that shouldn't be close look really, 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 really close. You know what I mean? And I think that's just what happened. Like there are some things I probably could have did and I probably didn't have to do in that battle that probably could have won me the battle a little more clear. You know what I'm saying? Like even though I feel like I won it, I feel like there's always something I could have did different to make sure that the judges wouldn't have had a choice but to pick me. You know what I mean? But shit, it's all learning experiences. Shit, I'd have lost a lot of money in battle rap if I wouldn't have battled on the Spaces last year. I don't know. I had to get all my little bet money back last year on the Spaces.
Let me tell you something, Jay. When I was first started sponsoring battles, I didn't have any say on what the matchups were until the second EFM card, Idols Turn Rivals, and they gave me one person. They said you can decide on one matchup, and I said okay, well let me get the headliner, and I chose you versus Kai. I had a conversation with my girl at the time, and I was like, it's ridiculous to me. J2 is so fire. It's ridiculous to me that he doesn't get booked as much as he should. And she was like, nigga, you book him then. And I was like, you know what? Let me shut the fuck up and do that. So Kai versus J2 was the first matchup I ever put together in the spaces.
Oh wow, that's
And when
fire.
I started doing my own space cards, I made sure that you are on every single card I did. You did Poetic Justice with Mallory X. You did Lady Caution for the Paid in Full. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's a
you
fact.
are, you are one of the best writers, punchers, battlers in the game.
I appreciate
Um,
you, brother.
your sexual preference for some reason seems to throw people off. Why they think it's their business don't make sense to me. Um, we here to hear raps, and when it comes to putting raps together, you're incredible. Sometimes life puts us in these positions where we have to represent things that we take on roles that we didn't ask for. You know what I'm saying? You didn't wake up and say, I'm finna be the gay battler on URL or whatever the case may be, but this is the responsibility that's been bestowed upon you, and you carry it well. You have been representing yourself incredibly well. Every battle that I have seen as a fan of battle rap, when I watch a J2 battle, I am always entertained, whether it's a space battle or you battling on TV or wherever the fuck there's a J2 battle, we watching because we know you're not going to slack a minute. And we support and appreciate and love you to the fullest, gang. For
I
real.
appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. You gonna make my gay ass cry, man.
All right,
But yeah,
nigga.
so
So,
man.
all right, man. Look, J2 versus Pristavia on Chrome 23. That's Brooklyn. I was rooting against you for the first time ever. How was that? Hell of a transition. So
I'm dead.
how was when you got the call for Chrome 23? What was that like? And what was that battle like?
Bro, so you know I bartend, right?
No, I didn't
So
know that.
so bro, I'm closing the bar down and Remy called my phone. I
Okay.
look well, she don't call my phone, she called my Instagram. She Instagram called me. Well, she texts my DM and she like, yo. And I look at the DM, I'm like, this Remy mom? I'm like, oh bitch, it's lit. She finna give me some motherfucking money. So I'm like, what's up?
Let's
You know
go.
what I'm saying? What's up? She like, can you call? She like, what's your number? Bro, I give her my number. She called y'all. I'm in the middle of shutting the bar down. Left that bitch in there to shut the bar down his motherfucking self. Bro, I was outside on the phone. I don't give a fuck nothing about this motherfucking job no more. Remy, what's good, baby? What you need, sis? What you need? What you need? She called, you know what I'm saying, with the Pristavia battle. You know what I mean? She like, shit, I'm with this date, you know what I'm saying? I'm at that point though, I know I'm lit. Like I'm just coming off of the Bad Newz battle. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming off of that battle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And Remy's at the battle, you know what I'm saying? She judged the battle. So when I'm coming off it, I'm like, shit. And Bill Collector hit me. He like, I'm getting you on fucking Chrome. I'm gonna get Remy to fuck with you. This what Bill Collector tell me, bro. Like we, you know, all the little Midnight Madness shit happening and shit. He like, I'm fucking with you. And she called, you know what I'm saying? I get the call. It was the most amazing experience, bro. Battling for Remy like that second card was so crazy. She goes above and beyond. Like she had us in fucking Summer Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like doing shit that she don't have to do. Like we riding around. She pulling up to venues and they're opening up venues and start like 2 o'clock in the morning and just start cooking just because we there. Like it's crazy shit. You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah, you know what I'm
fire.
saying? Like it's a different type of experience for working with Remy.
So when Pristavia starts bombing, what are your
I'm finna
thoughts?
kick her ass like I did. I'm finna kick her motherfucking ass. Like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
I couldn't go against Brooklyn, but I do have to say that you were incredible in that battle. What do you think about Pristavia as an opponent?
She's a difficult opponent because she's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like so you think you're battling a Christian woman and you actually battling like a gangster turned a
Brooklyn nigga,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like she ain't no
Yeah.
regular, you know what I mean? She ain't no regular walk in the park. Prestavia is amazing. She punches at a heavy rate. She's got amazing delivery. You know what I'm saying? Her presence is crazy. So standing in front of her isn't easy. You know what I mean? And I'm excited to see her outside this year.
Okay, so then let's get into Bad Newz and J2. Midnight Madness. First of all, free to wave,
Free to
free
wave.
surf. You know what I'm
Free to
saying?
wave.
Midnight Madness. You get the call for Bad Newz. Walk us through the energy because people say that the experience of Midnight Madness is once in a lifetime. Walk us through that whole experience for you.
Man, so you pull up to the venue, right? And you just know it's VIP because it's not, everybody ain't invited. You know what I'm saying? You walk in, this is when Surf is on his shit. You know what I'm saying? You walk in, this nigga's giving you paperwork to sign and shit. You looking around, it's all the top tiers in the building, Don Q in the building. You know you gotta go crazy. And I call him out. You know what I'm saying? The space is lit. I jump in there. They trying to figure out who they want on the first card. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Midnight Madness. They trying to figure out who they want on the first card. I'm like, shit, where Bad Newz at? You know what I'm saying? And Bad Newz had been telling me he wasn't gonna battle me for years. Not battling me
Why?
until not
Why?
battling.
Why did you choose Bad Newz, and why was he avoiding you for so long?
Just niggas don't be wanting to battle the gay niggas. High risk, low reward, especially then. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a little more high of a reward. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm, you know what I'm saying, the respect is there. But before it was kind of like, bro, I got to get in the ring with this nigga. This nigga might get in here and say anything. He might fuck around and win. Then I got to go back to the crib and tell these niggas I done lost to the gay nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot to go into that. You know what I mean? So I think that was part of what it was. But I got to talking crazy to him in them spaces. You know what I'm saying? The Bad Newz ain't no sucker ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You get to talking too crazy, he's gonna take that battle. You know what I mean? Because he ain't scared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got in that ring and we got busy. And I ain't gonna lie to you, that's one of the battles where after I got done battling the nigga, we was like that's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like I fuck
fire.
with Bad Newz real heavy. Real heavy.
That's fire. That's super fire. I want to talk about some lesser known battles that battlers that you battled that fans of yours could get in tune with. I'm gonna run through the names. You tell me what you remember from the battle
Mm-hmm.
and what your thoughts were on the battle. J2 versus Reggie P on Bullpen Battle League.
The bullpen debut. 9 days prep. John Rock.
9 days prep.
Yeah, when you watch that battle and you think about how it was that, like how crazy I performed but that was 9 days prep, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't in the bags and bodies house where I'm just sitting around not doing nothing. I'm working, living regular life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm, what I mean, 9 days prep. Went in there and went crazy. It was a dope ass. I could have waited. It's crazy because I could have waited in that battle. I could have waited that event to battle a little later on. But John was like, "Do y'all want to go first?" Hell yeah. Let's go first. Let's start this bitch off. Like I know a lot of niggas think when you got a name, you know what I'm saying, you want to wait later on. I don't mind battling first. I be want to get that shit out the way so I can start drinking this shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already gonna be drinking, but I want to get drunk. You know what I'm saying? I want to start
Word.
stuttering and slobbering and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
yeah, so I you know what I'm saying? I took the battle. You know what I'm saying? John had the bag. You know what I'm saying? Sent it through. And Reggie P is a vet from Atlanta. Like if you don't, P is a solidified vet here in Atlanta. He won the freestyle champions one of the freestyle championship on the radio for like 4-5 years straight. You know what I'm saying? Like he had you know what I'm saying? Like Reggie P's one of them guys down here. And he was one of the guys that I looked up to when I first started battling to try to like get the respect. I wanted to garner the respect of the Reggie P's of the culture. You know what I'm saying? The Atlanta battle rap culture. And so finally being able to battle him now, you know what I'm saying, on Bullpen as my Bullpen debut, it was fire, man. I'm waiting on him to call me back so I can kick Loso ass.
We need J2 versus Loso for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Okay. The next battle I want to talk to you about is J2 versus Drugz.
Oh my God. You know they tried me. Rock
Talk
Lee,
to
you
the
better not throw
people.
up one emoji, neither.
Talk to the people about that whole entire situation.
Man, so bruh, so this the first battle. So I pay for a battle, right? I pay out of pocket. Gates of the Garden is coming to Atlanta for the first time. They come down here, you know what I'm saying? They hit up Chris Petty, you know what I'm saying? Chris Petty's my league owner at the time. And they like, all right, you know what I'm saying, who y'all got? I'm like, shit, I want Drugz. They like, all right, boom, it's this much. Bet. I got you. I pay it. Nigga, so up into the battle, I keep asking Chris Petty, but that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? It's my brother still, but you know what I mean? That night, I kept asking him up to the battle, like, what's the time limits? Am I good? He like, you good, just rock. You good, just rock. You good, just rock. All right, bet, cool. So we get to the battle. It's probably like 12:30 in the morning. We done been there since noon. I'm drunk. I'm off of like a bean and a half. I'm high in a motherfucker. I'm twisted, right? And we about to battle, and Drug says, "All right, so what he say? 2 minutes, right?" And when he say 2 minutes, I'm like, "Oh, okay, so we gonna start in 2 minutes." And he like, "Nah, 2 minute rounds, bro. I got like three
Whoa.
thirties.
What?
I got like 330s, and bro, you keep in mind we're still in my first. I'm just over my first year in battle rap. I just touched my first year in battle rap, so I don't know how to. cut these up on the spot and move nothing around. So I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, and I done paid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, nah, I'm not, ain't no motherfucking 2 minute rounds, nigga. I got 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, I got paid for 2 minutes. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And at this point, I'm not realizing he really, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Drugz, but we gonna keep it a stack. He was really being on some sucker shit at the moment. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like now that the tables are turned, I would have been like, just rock, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, just get your shit off. You
You
know what
feel
I mean?
like he was psychologically fucking with you?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that because he wasn't 100% wrong either. Because he did get paid for 2 minutes. That information just wasn't relayed to me. You know what I'm saying? So I had to just kind of like do the little 2 minutes. So I'm rapping and I don't know how to cut it off. I don't know what to do. I got to rap right now. So by the third round, I don't care no more about the battle. That's why I didn't finish the battle. I was just ready to fight. Like
Damn.
anybody that was in the venue, like it's niggas that was in the venue, like they had to carry me up out that bitch. Like, and I wasn't trying to fight Drugz. That was, you know what I'm saying? It was, some other shit going,
It's
but
just the extra shit, yeah.
yeah, like nigga, I was ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? They had to carry me out that venue, bro, because I'm like, bro, y'all playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But in hindsight, the battle did so good for me because nigga, nobody really cared about Drugz rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas still tell me they love my round. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Even though they would
right.
have him, even if they got him winning, they loved what I did. You know what I'm saying? And it garnered the respect of the twerks, the preps, the Drake Dennises. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas the first time any of them had ever seen me. You know what I'm
100.
saying? You know what I mean? Is anytime any of them had ever seen, to be fair, a gay battle rapper in that type of setting under that type of pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like we was close to main event, damn near. We was like close to last battle type shit. You know what
100%.
I'm saying? We 3 rounds.
100%.
You know, normally it's 1 round, so it was a different experience, and I'm glad the battle kind of went the way it did because I needed to learn that lesson. You know.
That's fire. All right, another one for you. J2 versus Grams. And what did that mean to you?
That's a battle that meant a lot. Like last year, coming back home, wanting to make sure I garner that respect from the city, and Grams being one of the guys in the state. You know what I'm saying? That everybody knew before I even started battling. Before I started battling, like Grams was that one. He was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he carried the state. He was on Spit That Heat. Like niggas knew him. You know what I'm saying? Like all the vets know him. Briz, he was like in that class. He's Briz Rothstein class. You know what I'm saying? So having to going toe to toe with him and proving, you know what I'm saying, that I am, one of the best in my state. You know what I'm saying? It meant a lot. I put a lot into that battle, even though I didn't have to take the battle. You know what I'm saying? The battle didn't change anything in my trajectory. You know what I'm saying? In mainstream battle rap. But sometimes you just got to go home and make sure, you know what I'm saying, your state knows that you that guy. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I think you did just that. And did correct me if I'm wrong, but did that not feel like that was sealing the deal on yeah, J2 representing Indiana now? Like
A hundred
it's
percent.
him.
100%. That was that battle. 100%.
And I seen the love that like they had been fighting to show you love for so long, but after that battle, I just seen the unconditional love that everybody was showing you. How did that feel?
Yeah, man, amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I left at the venue, and I think it was me and Jay Gray. We was like pulling. We was like went to this little party and shit, and then we was in the car on the way to the crib, and I kind of like shed a little tear. I'm like, damn, I really got the city behind me now. You know what I mean? Like,
100%,
it's a
bro.
lot.
100%. And it's like that part in the movie where the hero has fought through so much adversity, and then they on top, they the champion now. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
undeniable
yeah,
champion.
yeah.
Good
Fact,
shit,
big
man.
fact.
It was a beautiful. I know it's a beautiful moment for you, and as a J2 fan, I loved it.
100%.
Now we done with the past. Now we gonna speak on the present and the future.
Mhm.
J2, I'm gonna throw some names at you. I call this the legacy battle section of the interview, and I want you to tell me if you would take this battle and what this battle would mean for you.
Okay.
First name I'm gonna throw at you is J2 versus Fonz.
Mm, I would take Fonz. It's not like that's not like a legacy battle for me though.
He
You know
not
what
the
I'm saying?
best puncher in the Midwest.
Yeah, 100%. I would
Okay,
take but like right now, like that ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like I got, you know what I'm saying? I got some Midwest niggas I wanna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? The
okay,
Fonz is kind of like a little further down the line.
okay. All right. J2 versus Tay Roc
That gotta happen
this year.
this year, 100%.
Tell me what that battle means to you and why should that
I've
battle
always
happen?
wanted to battle somebody that I always wanted to battle myself. I think
Explain.
that's it.
Explain.
Nigga, Tay Rock I'm gay rock. That's Tay too. That's Tay
Gay
too.
Rock and
Nigga, that's
Take
Tay too.
Two
Fuck you
is
mean?
so funny. All right. I could, first of all, salute the Tay Rock. He's the GOAT, the logo. We love him. We
Facts.
support him. That's the GOAT. And salute the Lady Caution as well. God bless them both. But Would you say that there have been some slick shots here and there?
Bro, everywhere. Like if you go online, like bro, I think he had a couple J2 bars. If you look at all of my battles, all of them say this is Tay 2. This is the gay rock. Like it's been so many references over there, bro. It's time we just get this done and over with. Let me kick his ass. Beat
Slow
the
down,
shit out of
brother.
his little
Slow
bitty
down,
ass.
brother.
You know what
Slow
I'm saying?
down. You
Like punch
not.
his fucking head in.
Tay Roc is getting better and better. You really think you could beat Tay Roc?
As long as he can fit in this casket I got for him.
Oh, you talking crazy. We have to make that
Shit out
happen,
this shit
man.
ass.
Okay, all right, all right, all right. Next battle, I always ask everybody what female they would battle. I personally would love to see J2 versus KCJ.
Yeah, man. Like I do wanna I would like to disfigure the face.
You think you could do it? Because every nigga that go to battle would be crumbling. You know what I'm saying?
That's because they not, you know what I'm saying, they're crumblers.
But
You know
she
what I'm
got
saying?
that, you know what I mean? She
Yeah, but
she
I
look
do
you
a
in the
little
eye
voodoo
and it's
too.
over. Oh
I do a
yeah?
little voodoo too.
Oh yeah?
You know what I'm saying? I know a little voodoo.
I'm just saying though, her strength is like she's strong, bro. Like she
She's
is
strong in the
something.
face. Her face is strong.
You think you could beat KCJ?
I beat the shit out of Casey J, but I ain't lost to no. I've never lost to a female.
Wow. Okay. Well, I definitely that's a high priority battle on my list of battles to sponsor this year. I feel like we need to see J2 versus KCJ.
Big
That's gonna be a
facts.
punch fest. I think it's gonna be incredible.
Let
I
me
don't
ask you
know.
something, Milk. You ever seen a bullet go past your
Past your
eyes?
eyes. I don't know what you gonna do when she say that.
Shout out Casey J, man.
Man, big shout out KCJ, but she gotta die. All right.
Yeah.
Next, this one, as I said, I've been a J2 fan for a minute. I feel like this one has been brewing. I know everybody can't stand everything he does outside of battles, but me personally, I'm a battle rap fan. I don't give a fuck what goes on outside of the ring. I personally want to see J2 versus Aye Verb. Will we ever get that?
I don't think. I think Verb know better. You know what I'm saying? Like Verb.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you got to think like right now he's like I'm done battling. You know what I'm saying? So if he comes back outside, he's not finna come back outside and battle nobody that could clearly beat him.
You think you could clearly beat you?
Everybody thinks I could clearly beat Averb. It ain't nobody in here that think, but maybe the boss still would think that I would lose to fucking Averb, man. Come on,
That's Aye Verb, bro.
right?
Guardian
That's the
Angel
reason.
Duck.
Doc, who you got winning?
All right, let me bring Doc up here to answer that question. Doc, who you got winning? Aye Verb or J2?
Say what now?
Who you got winning? Aye Verb or J2?
Mm, that's a good battle. Damn, that's a
Keep
good
it tall.
battle.
Keep it tall. Who you
No, I'm
got?
I'm thinking because
Uh, Bro, I brought you up here to agree with me. I didn't get you up here to think.
well, Frank got me up here. You ain't the co-host.
Look, Doc. Look, Doc. Answer the damn question. J2 or Aye Verb?
Um, J2 the bro, so I'm gonna go with J2.
Yeah,
Okay,
man.
so
Y'all
but
heard
you
that?
hear he said J2 to bro, so there's like a little incentive to,
But
you know what I'm
but but I
saying?
will say though, like I don't think I don't think J2 clears Averb. I don't think Averb clears J2 though. I don't think that either.
Mm. Okay, so J2 versus Tru Foe Rematch. Who we got?
Shit.
But the thing about it is that true. Like I said, I've tried to tell y'all before that True Foe is a very frail, soft spoken gentleman. So I don't think that he would want to stand in front of somebody as boisterous and loud and dominating as I am. Again, I'm much more of a gangster, obviously.
For sure, for
I've
sure.
definitely I'm much more street
Tru Foe will never battle J2 again.
because he knows he would lose. Like you lose the second time around because the first one was really a fluke.
You got cheated. You need
They
that
cheated. They
rematch.
did. Nobody want to see the sissy rapping.
You wild.
The
So of
the
course
the
you know what I'm
second
saying.
round, man. I don't know.
I
It's
was
looking
beating the shit out
debatable.
of him in the second round. I won the first for real. It was just a leg up back in the torso.
Okay, okay. A lot of new guys are out now. A lot of new Crucible people are out. Any of the new guys that you feel like you'd want to battle?
To be mean, I would
Please.
battle Klutz just to be mean. But as far as like actually like a good battle though, I would Footz or Saflare. Like I think them is the
Mm.
guys. You know what I'm saying?
You and Footz would be so crazy.
Yeah, I think like them two are the ones that I would like. Them are the two only ones I would actually take. Now I would take Klutz too, but like I said, that would be, I would just be being petty.
You just be being a bully, is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, that's.
Shout out Klutz, man. That I actually like you and Saflare as well. Both you and Saflare actually is a crazy. I don't know why nobody thought of that one.
I kick his ass.
I like that battle too.
Slow down, pal. That's Saflare battles fire. All right. Well, J2, I want to tell you this, brother. You are an incredible puncher, an incredible battler. You represent the Midwest the right way. Your legacy is solidified. You are a living legend, and there's so much more that you have left to do. We respect you to the fullest. We love you to the fullest. We support you to the fullest. I want you to tell the people 5 to 10 to 20 years from now, what will J2's legacy be in battle rap?
I'll be the first to have did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think anybody. I know. You know what I'm saying? There'll be other gay battle rappers after me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the first one to do it. I don't think that you know what I'm saying. Anybody will be able to erase that. Accolade. After that, you know what I'm saying. I want to do much more with my career. Like battle rap is really just kind of like a. We stop by battle rap, we fall in love with it, we give it all we got, you know what I'm saying? But there's so much more to do in life, and there's so much more to do in entertainment as an entertainer. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I had a time here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never gonna stop, but it's so much more to do, so yeah, stay tuned.
And as far as expanding the brand, can we look forward to streaming or music or merch from you? Do you have anything in the plans for that?
Well, right now, just keep it February 24th, The Rise Atlanta, the reality show I'm on. Drops on YouTube every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure y'all tune in. The Rise Atlanta will be on YouTube. It's a crazy, crazy reality show. We going insane. I got a lot of shit in the works. Yeah, we got a lot of shit in the works. Not a lot we can talk about, but just that's the next thing though. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that.
Okay. J2, we love you. We support you. We root for you. We want you to know that you being the first gay battle rapper is incredible. And nobody should ever say, oh, we fuck with J2 even though he's gay. No, no, no. That's a part of what comes with J2. And we embrace all of what comes with J2. We love you to the fullest, gang. Keep
Appreciate you,
doing
bro.
what you're doing. Have an incredible 2024 and more. Thank you for this opportunity to interview you. Keep It Rap episode 8 with the legend J2. God bless everybody.
Salute.
Peace.